guys. This is one of the hardest things many business owners really, really struggle to do. And I'm going to talk about why it's so hard and where that mindset is coming from and the thinking behind, why it's so hard to define who your perfect people are. I'm going to talk about what the phrase your perfect people even means. And then I'm going to give you 3 reasons why it's so major to understand who those perfect people are. You guys give me just a second. I'm going to share it out if I can find it. Here we go on my page. It's Monday, guys. Every day is starting to feel, I'm struggling to find, the difference in emotion between one day and the next, which is a good thing, right? Because there was a time where so much of my excitement came like on the weekend. But when you're creating a business and a life that you love, I mean, it's absolutely, one day is just as amazing as another. And for me on today, because it is one of my normal scheduled live broadcasts, it's one of the times that I enjoy the most in my business, and that's being able to come on and connect with amazing business owners and entrepreneurs just like yourself. If you've never been on a live broadcast with me before, hey, Carrie, darling, how are you? I'm going to do a quick introduction as soon as I log on to this other platform. How's everybody going? Do you guys work on Mondays? Is it an off day for you? I know I'm speaking to service-based business owners, and you guys may have varying time frames for how you rock out in your business. 1 second here. I'm signing on with Instagram. Just a second, if I can. I haven't been on Instagram in like a quick minute, so I'm not even going to put a title in. So you see, simplifying your business. How many of you want to simplify your business? Like, as an entrepreneur, there are so many moving parts to our business in order for our business to really soar and to really grow. And one of the things that I feel is super important is, I don't even just feel that it's important, I know from experience, is knowing who your perfect people are. It's so major. So for those of you who are joining me this morning and this is your first time experiencing me and you're like, who is this lady and what is she talking about? I'm Tanya Wilson-Cherry. I am a transformational growth strategist. So I help you to grow your business and your life, and I do it from a full circle perspective. So I'm a business consultant and also a certified life coach, and I operate with strategic principles on mindset and personal growth, as well as business building. So the clients that work with me get a full circle experience, and my decision to operate my business and brand that way has been one of the best things I could have ever done, because there was a time when I was a new business owner, and then newly married, and then a new mom for the first time, all within a 3-year time frame. And it just felt like it was like everything was just out of place, out of order. My marriage was dysfunctional. And I realized that regardless of how many strategies I knew, regardless of how much I had been mentored and trained or taken as it related to running my business, my personal life was rolling over into my business. And so when I first started, I mainly focused on strategies, right? Systems that people could use to grow their business. Those are 2 of my superpowers, forming strategies and developing systems. But I felt I was doing my clients a disservice to not embrace the mindset and personal growth, because our personal life, it rolls over into our business. Whatever we're creating, whatever we're doing in our business, we're doing it from a space of who we are. And this is another reason why I believe that entrepreneurship is one of, it's like taking an oath to grow, and we either align with that oath or we struggle, because as we grow and as we become better, just as people in general, so does the effects of our business. And so I teach from a full circle perspective to help service-based business owners, salon industry professionals to brand, build, and profit in their business. And what I'm talking about today specifically relates to branding. This is a concept that I use when I'm helping a business to develop who they are as a brand. So you guys, if you've been on with me before, you may have heard me say, you know, who I help you find clarity in who you are and who you are as a brand. I see so many entrepreneurs building businesses that they really don't love. Right? They really don't love the business. And this is what this looks like. So when you're building a business that you don't love, you're more apt to take classes and courses and skill set advancement that really you're not even really aligned with, you're not even into. It has nothing to do with who you are, you know, as the owner. Deltine, good morning, how are you? Thank you for joining. Has nothing to do with who you are as an owner. And I truly believe we should build businesses that we love. A business that you're truly passionate about, you're more apt to do all of those moving parts. How many of you, y'all raise your hand if you know it's a lot of moving parts to a business. And if you're having to regulate and move all of those parts, and it's something you don't even like, it makes it even more difficult. And so I believe that a business owner, which is really a leader, whenever you step into entrepreneurship, whether you have staff or you're developing a team, or maybe you're coaching people, you're a leader, right? And so whenever you as a leader are really, really clear about who you are, then you also know what areas you can use support in. You also know how to, for those of you who have a staff, you're going to be coaching your staff, right? Because the goal is to grow the people and they'll grow the business. And so when I think about branding, I think about who you are as a business. And this is also going to help you determine who your perfect people are. So for today, let's do this example here when we think about entrepreneurship and businesses. So let's think of all the consumers in the world. There's what, 7 billion or more people in the world. Let's think of all of those people as one body, right? Let's think of all of the consumers in the world as one body, just like your body, right? And so in order for that body of all of these consumers to function, they have different needs, right? And so let's look at the businesses as if the businesses are the needs for consumers. So if you own a business, then that means you're solving some type of problem for a consumer. Somebody tap the screen, let me know that you understand as a business owner, that is what you're doing. You're solving a problem. And the better you get at solving a problem, everything increases around you because people pay for value. But one of the reasons people rarely get to stages of mastery or becoming an expert in building their businesses is because they're doing so many different things and they're trying to serve so many different people. So if we think of all of the consumers in the world as if they're this one body and they have all of these different needs, and all of the businesses in the world are the things that actually support those needs, just like your body. So your body has a leg, has an arm, a foot, an eye, head. They all have a unique design, a unique function, and a unique purpose. So let's say your business is one of those moving pieces that are fitly joined together. So all of the businesses in the world are fitly joined together and they're serving the needs of consumers. If you're a foot, then you may be doing foundational things. You guys get that? So one of the reasons it's so important that you know who your perfect people are. Let's say a person breaks their toe, right? They're not going to go to an eye doctor, right? They're going to look for a podiatrist. You guys get that? And so many times, business owners are attempting to be everything to everybody. Let's take it to hair. So if a bride is looking for, she's planning her wedding, this is her wedding day, and she may even have a stylist, right? But if there is this amazing stylist that focuses on bridal services, there's a possibility, especially if your bride is getting a destination wedding, or she's possibly going back to her fiance's hometown, here done there, she may specifically look for someone who focuses on bridal hair. Do you guys get that? She's gonna do that a lot quicker than she'll just Google and look for just a general hairstylist, right? But if you don't understand that your business is set up to serve a certain type of person, right, then you'll just generalize yourself just like everyone else. And then it makes everything so much more difficult to gain a customer. I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why it's so important that you understand who your perfect people are. First, when you understand who your perfect people are, you can focus on your client's personal needs. So let's say I'm not a consultant, right? And I'm back in the early stages of my career where I was a licensed cosmetologist, and then I owned a salon for 10 years prior to consulting. So let's take it back some. If I was a stylist and I just generalized, which is what we do oftentimes when we're in the early stages of our business, because we just need butts and seats, right? We just need a little coin, something to pay the bills, something to get us over while we're figuring this thing out. But if you have a vision, I'm not going to go too deep on vision because I'll talk about vision every broadcast, if that was at all possible. But if you already have a vision for what it is that you want to do that's further out than where you are now, then you can already decide what type of consumer or customer your business is ideal or perfect for. Okay, so I said I would come on and do quite a few examples this morning so that as people come on, because I know I've been gravitating a lot of people outside of the normal industry that I normally or mainly coach for. If you are a personal stylist, right? So let's say you're a personal stylist and you either have a clothing store online or, hey, Anya, dear, how are you, Carrie? You either have clothing store online or maybe you have a boutique. When you understand the type of customer that you want to service, then you can focus on that person's particular needs. So when I first opened my salon in the first 3 to 5 years, I was a salon and boutique, so I offered clothing. And what was unique is I would only have 3 pieces of each item of clothing for the customer, right? But I knew what type of customer I wanted to serve. I can remember someone coming in and said, well, do you have this in this style or this color? And I would simply say no. And one of the reasons I did that is because it helped me to simplify my focus. It helped me to simplify my focus. So some people may say, okay, well, I focus on natural hair. So maybe within that natural hair segment, you have like 3 focused services that you actually do, and then you have a specific type of customer that you serve. How much easier is it going to be for you to market to those specific people if you understand exactly who your perfect people are, right? If not, you're just marketing. You're like saying anybody with natural hair, come here. It doesn't mean that you won't service people outside of that, but it helps you when you're creating and developing your marketing plan for your business. So this was number 2. The number 2 reason why knowing who your perfect people are is so important. And there's a really, really deep level where you go into what's called the psychographics of, identifying your customers. This is market research, guys. This is market research. And so many of us as entrepreneurs, we really don't do that when we open our business. We have an amazing craft. We're gifted at what it is that we do, and we don't really do market research. And so what normally happens is we're frustrated about the customers that we're servicing. They don't want to pay for the value of what we may be offering. So maybe you've gone to classes and courses and you've gotten additional education on the skills that you have, or maybe you've come and had training through a consultant or coach like myself, and you understand that the way you operate your business is at another level. But because you aren't attracting your perfect people, you're attracting people who don't understand the value of what it is that you're offering. So you may hear things like your prices are too high. That may be a consistent flow in your business. Now, that's not to say that you won't hear that sometimes, even when you define who your perfect people are. But if that's something that you're getting all the time, it also aligns with your team or your staff. If you're having consistent common complaints about staff, if you personally have them, you have not defined who your perfect people are for your business. So knowing who your perfect people are simplifies what you do. So because when we don't know our perfect people, we want to be everything to everybody. So our service menu has 5,000 services on it, right? Because in our mind, we're like, okay, well, what about the lady that does this, or, the guy that does this, or what about the 2-year-old? What about the 80-year-old? We have all of these options in our head. And so our service menus are they're so spread out. So now let's talk about, and I have one more thing to share with you as it relates to why knowing your perfect people is so important. This is the mindset, right, behind feeling like you have to serve everyone. This is the mindset behind it. This is the critical piece. This is one of the reasons I focus on mindset so heavily with my clients. Most oftentimes when we don't want to clearly define who it is our business is ideally for, whether that's staff or the consumer that's coming in to get a service, we're usually operating from a space of lack, a space of scarcity. We're usually operating from fear, because in our mind, if I don't make this sound like I do everything for everybody, I'll miss this customer over here, or I'll miss that money, or I'll miss this stylist, the opportunity for this stylist to come. You're creating your business from a space of lack, a space of scarcity. But when you operate from a space of abundance, you understand that there are enough of your perfect people to fully fund your vision for your business, your staff for your business, your projected income goals for your business. There are enough of those specific people for your business, and you'll actually attract them quicker, sooner, faster when you define as clear as you possibly can who those perfect people are. So I'm actually doing an extra class for my mastermind students today. And we're creating client attraction systems for their business so that they can put a lot of what they're doing on automation, right? But before we could actually use the tool, I had to share the strategy with them on who is this offer that you're creating inside your client attraction system? Who is it for, right? Which customer are you marketing to for this particular product or service that you have? Because if you don't know who you're marketing to, the chances of people coming in consistently is very hit or miss, right? Because your marketing message doesn't really speak to a specific person or a specific individual. And so this is how you simplify your business, by knowing who your perfect people are. When you sit down and you're planning out your business and how you're going to market your business, or even how you're going to hire people into your business, because you know exactly who those people are, your copy, which is what you're saying in your marketing messages, your videos that you're producing for your business, even the events that you connect with in hopes of, attracting your perfect people and converting them over into your business, those things are defined. So you simplify what you do. And once you simplify what you do, guys, people think, well, if I'm only focusing on these few things within my business, am I going to get bored? There's more to me than that. But when you take the time to focus on mastery, there's so many levels to whatever your gift zone is, or your area of gifting is that your brand and your business is going to offer. And so there is no getting bored. There's and then a space of abundance. So you're always going to be able to create things, but there's still going to be for those perfect people. And your level of creation, from just the simple things that you do in your business, because you defined who your perfect people are, the level of creation is so much that you can do. But I get it, guys, right? Because I've had those feelings like, well, if I just focus on this, then am I just going to be doing the same thing over and over and over again? And then I switch into a space of abundance, because these are the conversations I have every time I'm either changing my business model or I'm growing to a new level in my business. I have to go and do this, mindset coaching for my own self, to remember that we live in a space of abundance, and there's always going to be new content that I can create. There are going to be new programs I can create, new ideas, new people to work with, always, because we live in a space of abundance, and we're building our business from a space of abundance, not necessarily one that's easy, but one that's simple. And so you can simplify your business, guys, if you just really sit down and get real clear. Who is it that my business is ideal for? Who's my business ideal for? I was sharing, if you're a personal stylist and you own a clothing boutique or you sell clothes online, if you attempt to service everyone, you're normally going to end up with tons of inventory inside your space that doesn't sell. Because when you were purchasing, you were thinking about this particular woman, or her teenage daughter, or whatever. You're thinking about so many different people, so you're overwhelmed with inventory. It's no different from those of you who are salon owners. When you get clear on who your perfect people are and what you're going to offer, who your brand is going to be, then it simplifies even the products that you're purchasing in your business. The goal is not about doing 5,000 things, but doing a few things very, very well. So this is the third thing, and it all ties in with what I'm just sharing. When you know who your perfect people are, you save time and you save money. You save time and you save money, because you're not chasing tons of people. You have a specific, unique set of people that your brand or your business is for. And so I wanted to share with you guys today 3 reasons why it's so perfect to know who your perfect people are. Now, I'm not saying you can't build your business and not have this concept of knowing who your perfect people are or your ideal customer is, but it will take you longer. It'll be much harder to scale your business and grow your business without that. It doesn't mean that you won't be busy, right? But being busy and profiting more, they're 2 different things. And so one of the reasons why knowing your perfect people is so major is because it allows you to focus on your clients' personal needs. That means you're attracting people into your business at a stronger, quicker rate, because your marketing messages and all of that stuff is speaking directly to those people instead of just what it is that you do. Also, it simplifies what you do. All of you as business owners need your entire process simplified, right? So that you don't feel overwhelmed, so that you don't feel like you've created this business that you're actually overwhelmed in. And thirdly, it saves you time and money. I'm going to be sharing tools and strategies on really defining and developing your perfect people at my Strategic Leadership Growth Conference, or retreat rather, which is August the 3rd through the 5th. If you have not signed up and got to do so, don't miss it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a time for you to relax, build, grow, and embrace new possibilities. Relax, build your business more, grow, leader yourself, and embrace new possibilities. On my broadcast on Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about why setting small goals keeps you stuck in your business. And so when I talk about new possibilities, we're going to look at your business from a completely different dynamic, and I'm going to give you the tools to be able to create from the future and not from the results that you've gotten from the past. Because whenever we create from the results that we've gotten from the past, we normally just duplicate the same thing that we had before. So those are some of the things I'm going to deep dive into at the Strategic Leadership Growth Retreat. I'm super, super excited, guys, for those of you who are service-based business owners, industry pros, coaches, and salon owners looking to create more time and financial freedom, looking to understand more clearly who your perfect people are, and then developing a strategy to actually attract them. Come see me. We're going to have a great time. We're going to be touring Asheville before any of our sessions start. There are 5 VIP opportunities for those of you who are, it's time for new pictures for your brand. On the 3rd, there are 5 spaces between 5 and 8 for those of you who want to do VIP for an elite mini brand photo shoot, followed by the next 2 days on the 4th and the 5th, where we'll be doing our strategic leadership growth sessions. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to leave refreshed, renewed, new ideas, new strategies, and ready to profit on a different level. You can go to www.strategicleadershipgrowth.com, www.strategicleadershipgrowth.com. Both of the investment costs for premium is $9.97, VIP is $12.97, and those prices change after May the 10th. There are installment opportunities for both of those investments, and there are more details on that page. I am taking a moment to speak with each person who's wanting to sign up. That's when you'll get even more information about the retreat, your hotel information, link to secure your payment. But I want to make sure it's aligned for you, right? For where you're at in your business and your business needs. You guys have a super, super amazing rest of the week. Well, actually, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. But as move into a space of really getting clear and knowing who your perfect people are. I've watched my clients go from, not meeting the $500 mark a day to thousands of dollars a day because they got clear, right? We developed strategies on who their perfect people were, and then they shifted their mindset from a space of lack and scarcity, and they actually operated in that. So you guys have a super amazing day. I pray that you've gotten value from our time today. It is my complete goal to come and bring you value.